just a couple issues with the phone, but I want to go ahead and get started while I get my laptop going. Out of respect for everyone's time, and before we get started with our call with Becky, I just have a couple things to go over for our team. So next Tuesday at 8 p.m., I'm going to be shamelessly stealing Leslie Wood's idea of doing a power hour via Zoom for my team. So if you'd like to be a part of that, let me know and I can send you the information. It's a great idea, especially for newer coaches who are wanting to learn the business and really feeling lost. When Leslie posted that, I thought, what a great idea. And she had the call today. I'm not sure how it went yet, but I'm sure they had a great success. So next Tuesday is that. And then the other thing, remember going still? If you guys are in the background, if you mute yourself.
Sorry.
We have Team Cup going on, so we have about 2 weeks left. Keep the momentum up with your team, strategize. Let's figure out how many more people we can help in the month of November. Keep planting those seeds, because remember, the work that we're doing now is going to set us up for the success for December, January, February. And notoriously, we know we're probably hearing a lot of no's. I know my team has, but we're not stopping. And share the practices. The other thing is 3D refresh that's going to be starting for Team Fierce right after Thanksgiving, so November 30th. Encourage your challenger, share it with your team. It's a great way for you to boost volume. And then this week is the lock-in for bonus period, and next week will be for elite and premier qualifying. So if that's something that you and your team are working with, make sure you're communicating. Huge year for us. So that is all I have, and I want to introduce our guest tonight. For those of you that don't know Becky, she is our upline coach, so she's Mindy's coach. And I had followed Becky for probably about 6 months before I signed on with Mindy, and I don't even know if she knows that, but I had really been watching Mindy and her story, and she had talked a lot about her coach and her coach's sister, Christina, and I was really inspired by these ladies. I mean, I was looking their videos up on YouTube, and what really got me was when Becky had talked about her why and wanting to come home to her kids at Summit. So that resonated with me, and every coach that I onboarded when I first started, I showed them that video because I knew it would hit home. She's been married to her husband, Mary, for 10 years, and they have 2 little boys, Kate and Jake, and their dog Roscoe, and they're in Florida. If you don't know, she was inducted to the Millionaires Club this year. She became a 15-star diamond. So Diesel Nation has always been on fire, but just really taken off. And so I thought, what a better way than to invite her to talk to us about how we rock the end of the year. She can share some of her tips and tricks and really just who she is, because the more I've gotten to know Becky, she's a giver, and she's here to support all of us. Doesn't matter what level, who your sponsor is, anything. And she's been really mentoring me and my team through shooting for elite. So without further ado, I'm going to mute myself and let Becky take it away.
Your phone. Okay, so thank you so much. Melissa, can you mute them? Can you mute everybody that's not muted? I lose my train of thought. If you right click on each person, you can mute the sounds. All right, guys, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm really excited to be here tonight. So annoying. Okay. I'm really excited to be here tonight to share with you guys. I mean, this is a critical, very, very critical time of the year. And I know we're all get a bunch of excuses thrown at us day in and day out. And I'm not immune to that. Last week was a tough one for me. And I just had to really pray and suck it up and do my videos and really get in my head and think, you know, it's going to be okay. I've done well the last few months. It's just a tough week. Push through it, get the negativity out, and not let it trickle into a second week, which I'll share some stories of some of the stuff I went through this year. But right now, it's a gut check moment for all of you, including myself. I mean, what are you saying to yourself right now? Are you getting in your own head? And are you already telling yourself that it's time for me to put the brakes on and maybe I can just slow down for the rest of the year and just pick it back up in January? Or are you all in? For the ones that are starting to give yourself the I'm going to back down line, I would suggest to you that you just listen today, and I'm going to give you some reasons why you need to not do that. So right now, yes, people are unfocused. Excuses are everywhere, but you need to stay calm, number one, and realize that this happens every year. So next year at this time, you're going to be dealing with it too. So the only way that you can prepare yourself for that is to take steps ahead of time. And this is what I did this year, post-summit. I mean, coming right off of summit, I came back inspired and fired up with a new vision for my life, for myself. And I decided, like, guys, can you please mute yourself? There's someone that is not muted. I came back from summit ready to go all in. And what happened from then till now was the enormous amount of seeds that I planted in the tail end of July, August, September, which have blazed the trail for the last few months for me. So if you can just realize that post-summit, July, when you're coming back, you know that October, November, December are tough months. You need to use the momentum from summit to really propel you forward into these months. It is totally... Melissa, can you please mute that cell phone? Oh my God. Guys, someone on a cell phone is making a huge amount of sound. Okay, so use the months coming off of summit, the momentum from summit to really propel yourself forward now in these months. It's totally controllable, but you have to take action. So use that steam. So right now what I'm telling you is launch yourself into personal development. That's number one. Your mindset is going to be everything right now. Start your day with motivation, with positivity. Don't let the negative stuff that's happening in the world, because there's tons of it right now, the negative messages that are coming in from challenge groups, from your coaches, from your customers, don't let that seep in first thing in the morning. What I have done is I do not look at messages or text messages first thing in the morning. I learned the hard way. Back when I was going through my funk earlier this year, I would wake up and the first thing I would do was look at these messages that would completely derail me and set me off and put me in a terrible mood first thing in the morning. If I can tell you anything, if you learn anything, is do not dive into any work stuff until you have gotten a dose of some kind of meditation, prayer, or YouTube videos. That's what I like. I just like to listen to them. They're quick, they fire me up, and then I'm ready to go. So definitely start your day like that. The best investment that you can ever make is in yourself, whatever that may be. Brian Tracy says you should invest 3% of your income on yourself. I did that by hiring a life coach this year, and I'm definitely not telling you that everybody needs a life coach. I needed a life coach, and it was the best investment I ever did because I learned to love myself and push forward. But you could do that through other types of personal development. You can go to seminars, you can go to church, you can read books. But my main thing with personal development is implementing what you learn. And that was the mistake I used to make. I would read here and there. It would go in here, go right out the other, and I didn't do anything with what I was reading. That's what you need to do, is pick a subject, study it, and implement the things that you think you need in your life right now. I mean, I am taking personal development to like to my kids. Like they listen to it in the morning, in the car. My favorite video, which I posted again in all our groups this morning, the Mindshift video, my kids and I can recite the whole entire video word for word, but they understand that it means never give up, that it means like today is my day and I'm going to do the best that I can do, and I have greatness in me. And that's what you guys need to start your day listening to. Even if it's listening to that one video over and over again, like I do, it means the world to me. My son even said today, you have goosebumps, because still I have goosebumps listening to that video, because all I have to do is soak it in and say, yes, today is my day. And one of the lines, sorry, I'm a little bit fast. One of the lines that really hit me today in that video says, I deserve this. It sounds so like, it just comes in real quick and softly, and subtle, but I deserve this. I deserve the success. I deserve everything that I've achieved. I deserve my income. I deserve happiness in my family. And that's the mindset you need to have every day in order to tackle this business and to serve your clients, because we're not here just to sell challenge packs. We're here to serve them. And if you take that attitude, it will go a long way for you. So the next thing I want you to do is control the controllable, which is yourself. I am a control freak, and before I used to go crazy bananas when things were not going my way, and oh my God, and it's raining and it's not supposed to rain, and I would get all bent out of shape over something that I can't control. Today, right now, this week, this month, December, you can control you. You control your fitness. Remember, fitness is your job. That's the way I attack my fitness, because I love it. Fitness is my job. Drinking Shakeology is my job. Showing up for my customers and my coaches every day is my job. Eating clean is my job. Posting on social media is my job. I can control those activities because they belong to me. What I'm telling you right now is, if you're off kilter with your fitness, get back on the horse. Right now is the time. You cannot be like everybody else. You're a coach. You're special. You need to get back on the grid with your workouts. If you start 21 Day Fix November 30th, right after Thanksgiving, you will finish right before Christmas, and you are leading the way with your fitness. You're showing people that you are committed to your own health and fitness. And when they're ready in January, February, and March, they're going to remember you, because you were that person that stuck to your guns, ate clean, and did not gain 30 pounds during Christmas time. So I'm telling you today, choose a program and do it. Recommit to your own fitness. You cannot control your coaches, but you can control your business activities. So continue sharing what you're doing with your new coaches and your team. Continue inviting like it's your job, because it is. Continue recruiting like it's your job. Show up every day. So again, you cannot control everything that's going on around in the world and all the excuses, and that people don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. That's not your problem. Your problem is you and what you do every single day. So make sure you show up every day with intention, every single day. Am I talking too fast? Okay. All right. So the thing with the fitness is important to me, because we are coaches. And I think if you just understand that if you are consistent in showing up to your own physical being, to your own health, people will remember you down the line. And remember, January, February, and March are the biggest months in fitness. Everybody that wants a change and wants to recommit is going to start looking for a coach. If you are that consistent coach, they're going to come to you. So you always have to think, how can I be different? How do I stand out from the crowd? How are people going to remember me over someone else? And for me, it's because I am super duper freaking consistent with my fitness. And people come to me because they know that I am going to show up every single day. So you need to find your way and make sure that you are consistent in or your own way. You don't need to be me. You just need to be who you are. Hammer and chisel. That's the next thing I want to talk about. Don't forget, I'm super excited. Don't forget that next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm hosting the call with Autumn and Monica, David Atkins, and some other of the coach test group participants. It's going to be amazing. We've already discussed the whole call, and it's going to be great. But we still have 2 weeks out. All the work should have been happening already. But if you haven't started, here are some of my suggestions. Go through your coach customer database, see who's done extreme programs. Start emailing them now. Send out mass emails about the launch of Hammer and Chisel. Make sure you can also do searches by 21 Day Fix, people who've done Body Beast or Fix Extreme. Reach out to them and invite them to take their fitness to another level. But the work has to start now. I also have an event page that I started on my an event. It's an event on my page for the launch of Hammer and Chisel. And every day I'm posting a transformation or some kind of video on me speaking about the product. I just posted a video about some moves that I did today. And I'm really trying to expose everyone to Hammer and Chisel and what it's about, the details, the ins and outs of it. Get involved. Get in there. I'm doing all the work. Just go in there and watch what I'm saying so that you can be educated and be able to speak to a prospect about Hammer and Chisel. This program is going to be a game changer in December, so don't get left on the sidelines. You can't start promoting it December 1st. You should have been doing it already. So if you haven't, start tomorrow. Make a list of the people you're going to talk to and start inviting them to your very first test group. Make it sound inviting. Make it sound exclusive. People are going to want to join you because you're doing your very first. I'm going to give you an idea of how I'm going to structure it because December is kind of hard to start like an all-in hardcore challenge group. I'm going to do, my event says that my test group is going to start December 14th. So what I decided to do was do a soft start. So for the people who buy in early December, I'm going to let them go into the group. I'm going to open it and we're going to do a trial and error. Like we're going to start working on the nutrition, not so hardcore yet. They can start playing around with the workouts, get familiar with what's required, and then get ready to go all in January. So that's how I'm handling my test group, because I want people to start getting involved and getting familiar with the program. Somebody unmuted themselves. Okay, the next thing I want you to do right now is be forward thinking. So what that means is you got to know where you're headed. And right now is the perfect time to start planning out 2016. Right now, you're actually laying the foundation for 2016. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to take my foot off the gas right now, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing your team a disservice. Now is the time that you are going to write down your dream team. Think about 20 to 30 people that you would love to have on your team in 2016. And what are you going to do? You're going to go out there and you're going to form them. You're going to become friends with them. You're going to find out everything about them. You're not going to cram Beachbody down their throats. You're just going to talk to them. Find out what they want out of life. Build a relationship. Be their friend. Then when the time is right, you will invite them to look at the business opportunity, join a sneak peek, get on a call. But right now is the time to start forming those relationships of those people that you want coming in on your team next year. Look within your challenge groups. Are there people, special people in those groups that are doing really, really well that could be coaches? Now's the time. Start talking to them. Now, it's not the time of year to back off, guys. And I'm going to keep saying that. I don't want you to back off. It's not the time. The people that that sign up now are vitally important because they're going to launch in at the very initial stages of 2016 when things are going to be hot and heavy. You want to start training them. You want them to become familiar with you, your team, and our products, and get them started on the right foot. So start doing that work now. So write down your goals. What is it that you want in 2016 and be specific? And I like goals set up of different timelines, but start thinking about what do you want to accomplish by the end of this year, so December 31st. Is there some milestone that you still are passionate about hitting? Maybe you want to be 2-star. Write it down and set a date. Then we're talking Success Club trip, March. What rank do you want to be by March? How much money do you want to make by March? Write it down with a specific date, and then you're going to work backwards. You're going to reverse engineer it to find out how you're going to make that happen. Where do you want to be at Summit? And then a year from now, are you going to be at leadership next year? I think it's October next year. So every event, I have goals or milestones that I want to hit for each event. It keeps me focused. There you have 4 events a year, so time to start setting some goals. But you need to be forward thinking in this business, because if you're not pushing for a goal, then you're probably stagnant. And if you're cruising, the only way you can cruise is this way. Look, downhill. So if you're cruising, you're going backwards. You're not growing. It's a big, big deal to set goals. Huge. Your goals should be big enough that if you miss them, you're still going to be rising above. If you set them too low and you hit, it's not really a success because you haven't pushed yourself hard enough. So push hard, set goals that make you uncomfortable, that are realistic, because you need to be willing to put in the work at the same token. So write down those goals and know that at the end of the day, guys, this is really, really important for our business, is that our mission is to help people. We're not here just to sell a challenge pack and run. Like Emily Hawkins says, we're here to build marriages with our customers, long-term relationships, not one-night stands. So when you sell a challenge pack, when you sign a coach, know that you're responsible for this person. It is your job to mentor them. It is your job to sponsor them and to serve them. So at the end of the day, always remember that we are a people helping people business. And at the end of the day, you should go to sleep knowing that you helped someone succeed each and every day. Now, I want to talk for a couple of minutes about mindset. So I wanted you to, every day, this is something I talked about at leadership, and I thought it was really, really important. The first thing is, what are your no matter what activities that you have to do each and every day to push your business forward? Everybody has different ones. Here are some examples. The vital behaviors: work out, drink your Shakeology, invite, personal development. Each one of those is a no matter what. Hit Success Club, post on social media. But you got to take a look at your business and see, what are the activities that I do consistently through time that have always shown me results. For me, it's my fitness. That's always at the top of my list. Now personal development. Obviously, inviting. Social media has always been a major, major game player for me. So I continue to work on my craft, learn how to improve, fine tune the way that I post, really learn what my brand is. I now know very, very specifically who are the people that I'm targeting, and it's women in their like 35 to 50-ish range. Definitely women in their 40s, and I'm speaking right to them. I know exactly what they're feeling because I hear it day in and day out. I know exactly what they need to overcome. And when I post like I'm talking to that person, and it's working because they can tell that I have their best interest in heart, because I'm speaking about empowerment, about growth, about change, about feeling good, confidence, happiness, things that all women want to feel. So you guys need to really take a look at yourselves and see what it is, who you're trying to talk to, and who you're trying to inspire. Because if you're trying to talk to everyone, it's not going to work. It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall. Get very specific with who your brand is. So I went off topic there on the social media thing, but that is it's vital to your no matter what's. So know what your 5 no matter what's are and write them down. And the other thing was be intentional every single day. When you wake up in the morning, you have to know that today I'm going to meet somebody. Today I'm going to change somebody's life. Today I'm going to make an impact. And you need to release the expectation that this business is going to happen on its own. It's not, I never sat back at any point in my business and just watched it all, just the cards fall and it was perfectly aligned and everything happened on its own. Never. I've worked every day. I've worked super hard every day. I still work hard every single day. And I lead from the front because I care about all of you. And I want you to see that the leaders never stop working. I'm still hungry. I still want more. I still want to inspire more people. And every day I show up with intention to affect someone, to show someone what's possible with our business, with our fitness, And just to show that I do care about my people. I'm not here just to earn money and walk. I'm here to inspire and be better. And the last thing is, if you have a scarcity mindset, which means that you enter every month saying, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to hit Success Hub. Oh my God, I don't know enough people. Oh my God, how am I going to do it? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If you put out negativity into the universe, all you're going to get is more of the same. But if every day you wake up with an abundance mentality, no problem hitting Success Club. I know plenty of people. I know that there's tons of women out there that need my help. I have no issues. It's going to happen. Positive, positive, positive. More positive will come your way. And that's how I attacked my day. It's helped me see past the hard times. And even, I'm not immune. I feel like there are days that everything's going wrong. I try to sit back, relax, think about how blessed I am in my life, and then change the mindset. Melissa?
I took a ton of notes and I accidentally sent it to everyone else, so sorry guys, you can copy and paste that. But I appreciate your time, Becky, because you are leading from the front and you are every single day getting up and posting for us and showing us on your fitness journey and what you've been through. And I know I see a lot of new faces for my team on this call. And I don't know that everybody understands really the work that you have put in, that you did work more than 40 hours a week before and build this business at the same time. I know we don't have that much time left, like 7 minutes. Will you just highlight a little bit about what that looked like for you?
Sure.
I know you're very driven, but.
So yes, I had, for those who don't know me, I used to work for a construction company. I had a professional career. I was a senior estimator. So a woman in a male dominated industry. And I started as a customer. I signed up as a coach, and pretty quickly I decided like this was it for me. Like this is what I love. I love fitness, and I was going to make it happen. So it was hard. I worked a lot and my job was stressful. So my day kind of looked like waking up at 4:45 in the morning so that I could get my workout in before work. I would do a little bit of Beachbody work, rushing before I took a shower and had to drop off my kids at 7 a.m. in the morning at school alone. I would work in the car. I would work at lunch. I would do prospect calls while I was driving. I mean, any empty gaps during my day, the second my boss would leave out the door, I would take a call. I'm not telling you to do that. But I did that because I really needed to get out of my job. And I worked very hard, and I sat my family down about a year and a half in, and Larry and I had talked about it, and I said, I want to leave my job. I want to build this business. I don't want to work in construction anymore. And my kids were tiny then, and we told them, we're going to have to make sacrifices. You guys are going to have to go to sleep early some days, really early, because I have to do calls and I have to work. And I did it. I mean, I'm talking about 8:30 at night, spending, time doing team calls, doing Hootsuite posts so that all my posts were scheduled for the next day. I never skipped a beat on social media. I never skipped a beat. I was just on it. Have never missed an event. It's just, I know the importance of this business, and I gave it my all. And 3 years after signing up, almost exactly 3 years, I walked away. I doubled my 6-figure income and walked away from my construction career. And this year, I also retired my husband, who was also making 6 figures. So end up my 5th year as a coach. So I've worked my tail off, and thanks to a lot of you, you've obviously helped launch our team, and I have tremendous amounts of gratitude for you guys as well. But it's there for the taking, but you have to have the desire and the belief in the company. And that's one thing I've always had, is massive amounts of belief in Beachbody. If you cut my veins, I bleed Beachbody blue. I believe in everything that Beachbody puts out, every product. I just believe in it because it's worked for me. And that passion shines through when I speak. So you need to work on that too, because that's very important. If you even hesitate, your prospects are going to feel that in your voice.
Absolutely. Thank you. I think that's just an important part for people to understand, that you didn't just come in and this business was built for you, that you had to stay up and make sacrifices. And I'm just so grateful for everything that you've done for Diesel Nation and myself personally. This is an incredible year, and I want everybody on this call to really think about what Becky said in setting our goals. And if we've been dragging our feet and making excuses of why we're going to start in January, or why we can't get to 2-star by the end of the year, or even in 2 weeks when the Premier and Elite qualification starts, stop telling yourself those excuses, because you can do it. Show up every single day, put in the work, and I promise you, consistency is key. If there's one thing that I've learned in this business, is if you show up and you're genuine and you're authentic and you share your story and you really build relationships like Becky was saying, it's going to happen. Because I wasn't able to walk away from my job after 15 months. I wasn't making 6 figures, but still, I walked away from my full-time safety net job in 15 months because of people like Becky and Mindy and Christina, who showed me it was possible, that I didn't have to stay at my job or miss out on my kids' events and things like that. And I've been home for 4 months now, and my life has completely changed, and it's only up from here. So get on these calls. Make sure that you're going to live events. Really just believe in yourself, because I promise you, if you do and you invest in your people and your team and you love on them, you're going to go so far, so far. So we have about 2 minutes left. Does anyone have any questions for Becky before we end the call?
Jennifer.
Oh, Jen, can you unmute yourself? Let me see.
There you go.
Is that good? Can you hear me?
Yes.
What was the YouTube video that you like to watch?
It's called Mindset Motivation. It's by Ping Pong Studios.
Okay,
I can send it to Melissa. I posted it in Diesel Nation this morning again.
Okay, it's been posted about 10 times on our team page.
Yeah, it's like the best one. Just put it on your favorites, and I just listen to it every day. I love it.
It's a good one. Yeah. Is there anyone else?
I just want to say really quick before the time runs out, some of my favorite, here's some quotes that I have. I have this whole paper here full of them, but elevate yourself each and every day. Grow into the leader that you need to be. So if you are shooting for 2-star, you need to elevate yourself to be that. I know that I needed to do that to hit 15-star, because I was not a 15-star leader when I was going through my funk. Stop asking yourself, why did this happen to me? Just stop the negativity, change the mindset, change your perspective, and handle it in a different way. Just choose to pick yourself up every single day. Things are not going to be easy. This business isn't easy, but if your why is strong enough, you'll show up, you'll come back day after day. Take ownership of your business. No one can live your life for you. Stop making excuses. You can't fit a big dream into a small life. Give yourself permission to go for it. I'm giving you the permission today to succeed and to show up for your business and to just take the bull by the horns and make it happen.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Becky, for joining us tonight. And I know that it's going to be an incredible end of the year. The next 6 weeks are going to be pretty intense, but we all appreciate you so much. And thank you to everyone who took some time to get on the call. I know we're from all different time zones, but I hope you enjoyed it and got a lot of notes from it. And I hope you guys have a great evening.